Okay, so hopefully this YouTube channel will get big enough to where these toy companies actually give a shit about me, so I can get interviews with these people. For you won't have to watch those shitty, boring softball question interviews from these other YouTube channels. So I can ask them a good question like, hey, who the fuck picked Shazam? Like, who out there, who at Mezco said, hey, Shazam is my favorite character of all. Let's make an $80 Shazam character. Because I don't know anybody out there who was like, man, Shazam's my favorite. I hope Mezco does one. Let's check them out. Alright, so he comes with a couple fisted hands, some slapping hands, this corny, cheesy Shazam smile, which I actually kind of like, and then this plain face, which probably nobody's ever going to use. And he comes with this robot head, which is actually a pretty cool accessory. It's kind of battle damage, has a fist in it. Definitely like that. And he comes with Mr. Mine, and this is definitely cool. I'd love to get the big version of this someday. So, but either way, this is a nice little accessory. And then here he is up on his stand. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled out the collection. And as you see, I probably have way too many Shazams. And the thing I don't really like about the character Shazam is that it's basically this kid. He says Shazam, and then he turns into a guy that's like just as tough as Superman. So, is this Mezco one of the best Shazam that I have? Absolutely. This is actually a really nice toy. He's got these weird butterfly things on the cape, but guess what? They pretty much all have those weird butterfly things on the cape. So over here, it's probably like a Mattel one. This one right here is actually one of my, I don't know, I guess it's alright. That weird Billy guy. This one has a cloth cape, but the toy is not that great, as you see. This one just looks kind of weird. That one's definitely kind of weird. That one's way too small, but has the butterflies on the cape. That one's actually kind of cool. This one's turning white for some reason. I think that could be like the Alex Ross one. And then this one back here, that one's actually pretty cool. Once again, the butterflies on the cape. And then you have this one, which I kind of like that one. So let's get into it. Yeah, I really like this like yelling, screaming face. That's like, man, it takes all the weirdness off Shazam. Like, he actually looks like a serious character here. Like, this looks like a dude that could actually kick some ass. And with this lightning effect on his chest, like, this thing is, I really like this effect. So it just barely sets right on there. Comes right off. They went with the gold on this. It's either gold or it's yellow. I actually prefer the gold myself. And it's finally like, I don't know, maybe somebody did listen to me out, because the biggest complaint I have is that there's no wire in the cape. But finally they did it. Like, they put wire in this cape. He got rid of that stupid octopus cape flight stand. I can't stand that thing. So this cape is really awesome. It comes right off. I don't know why you'd want to take it off. But then there's wire in the collar, so you can like stand the collar up like Elvis, or you can put it down. Really nice. It has these weird butterfly things on here like they always has. A couple things that it's a complaint about this toy, or pretty much all Mezco. For one, like, I hate these big ball shoulders on here. Like, that just really, like, there's no way to make that look good. Like, I just don't like the shoulder at all. Like, not all of them have it. Just basically just this body has it. Like they, I don't know, they probably got 2 or 3, maybe 4 bodies that they just keep reusing. And I'm okay with that. I'm not really complaining about that. But I hate these shoulders every time they do it. I think Batman, Captain America, they all have that same shoulder right there. And then on the crotch, like, he's got that weird, like, saggy crotch right here. Like, his dick's way up here, and then his pants are way down here. So, I don't know, like, it's like he's got a little sag going. Like, you try to scoot the pants up, and they just come right back down. So it'd be nice if that was a little tighter in the crotch area. Show off his package a little bit better. Then on the back, you got that the no butt. And then on this fabric here, they went with a tighter. So this one is tighter. No, some of the times they're loose, but then it kind of gets stuck in the joints like this. So that just doesn't work at all. So I don't know. You can fuck with it. Get it like if you pick the leg up and the fabric kind of gets caught in there, you can try to pull it out. You know, you definitely have to play with it a little bit to get it in a pose that you're happy with. The articulation on this is basically the same exact as every single other Mezco you've ever gotten. So, because it's all the same body underneath. But the head is on a ball. Don't really need to go over that. The boots, this is the favorite joint of all. They turn right here at the top of the boot. I really like that. The ankle pivot. I actually like this texture a lot on the boot. Like the sculpting on this toy is great. They actually got stitching in here. Really good job. The pivot, same pivot. Some guys complain about that. It's enough pivot for me. I actually think that works out pretty good. They still have that big Frankenstein seam in the back. But he has a cape, so who gives a shit about that? So there he is. Try to wrap it up nice and quick. I actually like this toy. He's Shazam. Let me put on this corny head for you real quick, because I actually like this head a lot too. Like that, just like that's Shazam. Like, you know, that quirky, corny kid. So basically, it's this kid turns into Shazam, and that goofy smile kind of makes sense. Let's check out the collection. So when you get all these Mezcos together, they look really cool as a set. Like when you take just one of them, like it definitely looks cool, but all of these together, it just really stands out. And I kind of like that, you know, like the DC, Marvel, they're perfectly in scale with each other, so you can kind of like pose them together. It's not some weird 7-inch scale for DC and 6-inch scale for Marvel. So they all fit right in, and that's something that I really like about this line. You know, these are expensive toys. If you want to just get your favorite character, that would probably be a smart thing to do. Unless you have issues like myself to where you start a line, you got to complete it. Thanks for watching.